Hey Gents fans, Matt Sosler here, and I'm joined by head coach Bryan Erikson following the Generals' 4-3 loss in overtime against the Maryland Black Bears. And coach, another tight game. What are some of your initial reactions in this contest?
Yeah, I mean, it was the right call. I mean, from where we were standing, a bad step up by the defenseman. Defenseman had to make a desperation play to prevent the breakaway, and we didn't get puck. He got the guy, and put the ref in a position that he had to call a penalty shot, and he did, and they scored on it. So ultimately, we put ourselves in positions to lose games as opposed to putting ourselves in positions to win games, and that's bad. We came back from a 2-0 deficit. I thought we played really well after the first period, but we take a stupid penalty, story of our season, and they score on a 4-on-4. We take a 5-on-3 and turn it into a 4-on-4, which is hard to do, but we did it, and they scored on that, and they tied it up. So once we let them back in, anything's open, right? So ultimately, I mean, that responsibility falls on me, but just left a bad taste in our mouth, and but we have to have a short memory. Come back tomorrow, and same two teams, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, definitely. And one guy I want to point out a little bit here, Anton Castro, his first game in 2 weeks, named third star of the game. What are some of your reactions on his play today?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have him back. I thought, obviously he's been dealing with some personal things that we're glad that he's able to come back and be a contributing member of the team. I thought at times he looked really good, and I thought at times he looked like he hadn't played in a while, right? So ultimately, goaltending had nothing to do with us losing the game. We just need to do more to protect him. First period, we really left him out to dry, and he made some big saves. So, great to have Anton back, and, we look forward to having him back the rest of the year, and, we're looking forward to seeing Hugo in that tomorrow.
Yeah, and you mentioned Hugo, and since last we spoke, Hugo Haas has made his commitment to AIC. What are some of your reactions to that commitment?
Yeah, I mean, something we've been working on for a while, and he had a lot of offers and a lot of schools on him, and AIC has done an unbelievable job with, players from Europe, and, he felt the most comfortable there. I basically present him with offers, let him handle the Zoom stuff and the meetings. It's a little different this year. Where you can't really get on campus. So, kind of stay away from that stuff, and then, ask him questions and ask for feedback. And, I was obviously talking to the coaches all the whole time, and so ultimately he decided that AIC was a great fit, both as a kid, most importantly, as a student and as a person, and then the hockey part was important too. The fact that Sasha's there, was one of his closest friends, is definitely a big help, and that probably gave them an inside edge. But we're pumped. We'll get him back for next year, and we'll have the opportunity to continue to watch him develop and grow, and just really excited that his hard work paid off, and hopefully paves the way for other kids from Europe to come over here and play for the Generals, seeing that those kids are got the path to Division I hockey, same as everybody else.
Yeah, and before we move forward, David Anderchuk having an outstanding game, building off of his game last week against Johnstown. What are some of your reactions to his play today?
Yeah, I mean, David's he's very skilled, but he plays a simple game when he needs to, and that's what we need is guys that are, skilled, can stick handle through guys, and stick handle through a phone booth, but also guys that are willing to get pucks deep and get in on the forecheck. And David's, he's been awesome since he's been here, and he's really bought in. And, like for us, he's a no-brainer, and we expect him to, be a leader for us next year. I mean, he's a great kid. He's very up on the bench. He's obviously a very good hockey player, but, I'm really impressed with how quickly he's come in here and kind of asserted himself into some leadership as an O2. Him and Adam Smith have really, stepped up their vocalness, and, the bench has been much better lately, much more lively. Kids really pulling for each other and cheering for each other. And, it's great when the 2000s do it, but it also means a lot when the younger guys are buying into it, and it gets gets contagious. And I don't think I think sometimes when you're up, you're down 2-0, but your bench is up and really excited. It doesn't feel like you're down. I never actually felt like we were out of the game when we were down 2-0. I just felt like it was a matter of getting the ship righted and playing our game, right? So David's been a big part of that, and we look forward to him continue to build on it this year, and then obviously into next year and the year after. We get him back for that long.
Yeah, leadership definitely key, not only from your 2000s, but your 01s and from your 02s as well. And with that, quick turnaround, what needs to happen to flip the script tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, we got to take that second period and third period and put it into the full 60. That was our first kind of full 60-minute game, and the last 3 games I thought we came close to playing full 60s, and tonight we played a good 40 minutes, last 40 minutes of the game, but that shows you what happens, right? Sometimes you play a bad 20 and you're down 2-0, and then you battle, and you get those 3 goals, which is huge, but one shot goes in and it's a tie game, and then you make one boneheaded play in overtime and it's a penalty shot, and I don't ever put those on the goalie, like it's a penalty shot, like whatever. So we need to just eliminate some of those mistakes, broken records, eliminate the stupid penalties, selfish penalties. And ultimately, I think we have a real chance to do some damage tomorrow if we play the way that I think that we can play. But once again, it's about making sure all the guys are buying in for a full 60 minutes. And we had John Musella, forward, playing D for us today. We put him back there and put him kind of as a little Swiss Army knife, and he had a nice assist and made some mistakes, of course. I mean, he's a forward. But it made some really good plays, like really helped us. And, guys need to step up and find different roles that are going to help the team win games. And I think, watching a guy like John do that today was, a good sense of, kind of excitement on the bench. And, hopefully other guys see like another kid that, has been battling to get in the lineup, playing a completely different position he's not comfortable with, and being out there and making plays. And, if he's willing to put in the extra effort and the extra work, then they should be able to and willing to as well.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much, and good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Matt.